Glenn Son. Oh, 1 second. Yeah.
We're on now. We are on now, though. But 1 second.
That was a good. That happened last time.
Oh, it will not be that smooth.
Yeah, that was good practice. It's all right.
It's only that smooth when it's practice. Hey, what's up and welcome to Ditty Deep Dive. This is the live stream where we bring on a host or bring on an artist. See, I told you this take two will not go as smooth. Yeah, we bring on a host and you watch me the whole time. Now,
It's me. I am host.
well, let me try take three again. Too bad this is live. What's up and welcome to Ditty Deep Dive, the live stream where we bring on an artist and dive deep into their ditties. Those are their songs, in case you were just like, what did you just say? I am your captain, Justin McEver. I'll be your captain aboard the streamboat this evening. And, you know, no streamboat sounds smooth. Man, this is just not going as good as that first time. It was so smooth. Too bad you didn't see that version. But, yeah, no boat sails smooth without the finest and mightiest crew upon the high seas. Let's give it up to the guy turning the knobs, always making us sound good, Glenn Son. And we got the guy on the. Sorry, I didn't mean. I need to give a little pause. I was getting ahead.
Hey, getting ahead of
Man,
yourself,
yeah,
Justin.
I'm flustered. We got.
Really wanted to just go with that first take.
Yeah. We got Kyle over there switching between the cameras, always making us look good. And the guy giving us the thumbs up, keeping us on track, Jason Joestar. Sick. We sound good. We're all set. I'm super excited for the show. We got a good friend of mine. We go way back. Played in a band together. He was the drummer. And yeah, I cannot wait to listen to some of his songs that he has done on his own. Let's give it up to Second Shadow. What's up, dude?
Hey man, thanks for having me.
Man, so excited.
I am too, man.
Heck yeah. Well, dude, just take it away.
Sweet.
Take it away.
Sweet. He stands there every day on the corner of Elk and Frey. Same old dirty clothes, the story goes, sir. Can you spare some change? Test my faith. Sure, I wanna help, but I can't tell if you are being straight. Prove to me you're gonna be a man of all integrity. To autumn's breeze, there's a winter free to go or to stay. The spring will tell that the summer swell could beg me to stay. After autumn's filled, there's a winter chill to go or to stay. The spring will rain, let the summer drain all the water away to go or to stay. She came to me and asked, can I have a ride? Would you be so kind? But I'm on my way to a job today. It's paramount to set my life black and white. She has to go the way I don't. Do I meet her needs? Am I full of greed? I'm stuck between two destinies. Is there anyone who's testing me? After autumn's breeze, there's a winter breeze to go or to stay. was a song called Seasons.
Seasons.
Yeah, it's 8 minutes on the album, so I had to.
Yeah,
Shrink it down.
I was like kind of
Skipping
wondering.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How you're gonna
yeah.
do some of them.
These songs on the album, for anyone who doesn't know, are a lot bigger and more epic. So we're stripping them down right now and just keeping it simple, keeping it chill. So nice
Heck
for
yeah.
change it up for a change. Cool. Well, let me jump into another one.
Sweet.
This one's called Hope. How I've watched you grow. I've seen you lie. I've seen you be honest. Boy, you might lose this time, but play your best, and you might win. You're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna show up late, you're gonna underrate the bad. Call it a dance with fate. You're gonna win the race. You're gonna terminate the bad. Oh, be strong. Oh, be strong. She turned her face away, but wanted it back. Well, some things never last. You wanna run away, pack up and leave today. You never wanna face the bad. You find out it's just a twisted game. You're not the only one who hates to play, but you can't eliminate the bad. Hope is strong. Hope, be strong. Taking back the things you did, you wanna change the past. All you know is what you have to move on. There's always time to square away the things you never got to say. They wanna hear, so make it clear. Tell it to their face. Gonna make mistakes. You're gonna show up late. You're gonna underrate the bad. Call it a dance with fate. You're gonna win the race. You're gonna terminate the bad. Be strong. Oh, be strong. Oh, is strong. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Dude,
That's
I want to
sick.
definitely go back to what you were saying about like this being like way like for those at home listening, like these songs are like huge, like very atmospheric. So you did a cool thing. I'm just gonna read this real quick, which is super lame, but like you literally say that you wrote this song in your parents' basement in various apartments with nothing more than your instruments, a laptop with GarageBand, a cheap 2-channel interface, and 2 microphones.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude, because people need to go home and listen to these songs and how big and amazing. Like, yeah, I would never guess. Like, you mixed and mastered it on GarageBand too?
Mixed and mastered. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was all done.
Insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
wild.
yeah, you work with what you have. I
Yeah.
think that's important. I definitely, now that I have more stuff nowadays, I definitely get carried away in the gear, I think. And I try to pull myself back sometimes and remember it's not all about that all the time, You can, just work with what you got. And I think that, I don't know, it
Yeah.
worked for me, kind of.
I mean, how long did that album take? I know it took
Yeah.
quite some time.
I mean, I started it in high school. And I didn't release it till I was 27. So, but
At
it's
least
not
a
like
decade in the making,
yeah,
pretty
not
much.
necessarily. It's not like it took
But-
that long. It's just like, we all have lives and trying to find the time to do those little things. So if I was able to block out 3 months of the year and not do anything but that, probably get it done,
Yeah.
like a normal album. But yeah,
There's it's definitely like a sit down and listen beginning to end kind of album. There's like a theme throughout.
yeah. It's definitely,
Yeah, like
concept album for sure.
yeah. So what story? Like, and it seems like they're pretty much kind of like finding or trying to like survive and find life on a different planet or like in the
Whatever you want it to be,
atmospheres
man.
and
Whatever you want it to be.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like so when you were writing it, like, I mean, did you have like that concept in mind, like when you started, or was that kind
No.
of it came together?
It
like
just
that?
kind of came together because that was the first like real record I've ever done. So it was mainly just what songs do I have? I need songs to fill this thing up. And so I just used the songs I already had. And so there probably are there are certain songs that don't have anything to do with the overall theme, but there are a few that kind of fit a theme.
Yeah, but listening overall, I think those are the kind of like the more personal song. Like it's like with like character development almost, like
Yeah.
a side. It's like the B story, like focusing on.
That's a cool way to look at it.
Yeah,
I wish it
Um,
was more as cool as you're making it sound. It wasn't that. It wasn't that way when I made it, but that is the intention, and definitely going forward,
yeah.
that's what I want to do. I just
Well, there's like, I mean, there's like instrumentals on that album that are like really sick.
Oh, thanks.
I really like all like the like NASA transmissions you put in there. Like,
Thanks.
are those like real or did you?
some of the I think they were. I got them from.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where I got them, but I think I looked up real stuff and took it. I don't know if I was allowed to do that, but oh well.
Well, it's sick. It's super sick.
Thanks, man.
Really
I
dig
appreciate
it. Heck yeah. Well, you want to play another for us?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I can't remember what the next song was. It's the last song in standard tuning.
Hey.
This song actually has the hardest thing I've ever written in it, so I'm probably gonna mess it up. So don't worry, guys. It is what it is.
It's the solo from.
It's a finger picking thing,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, it's hard. But we're gonna go for it. Caroline was lovely. That's what people would say to me. Kind and sweet and everything a mom would want her to be. I promise this, I'm sorry. Never knew her face. Never knew her family. Just please accept my grace. Save all, do what you can if you're able. Don't take for granted present and the past, future you can have. 'Cause Caroline never knew about that. A perfect view for sunsets, moonlight just as well. Her friends will come to visit her, leave with a story to tell. It's hard to say bye when you want a last embrace. Just take your time and make believe she's in a tranquil place. Save all, do what you can if you're able. Don't take for granted the present and the past, the future you can have. 'Cause Caroline will never know about that. 12 a.m. and I'm still awake, wondering what she'd do today, wondering why this world can't be a disenchanted place. I promised this, I'm sorry, never knew her face, never knew her family. Just please accept my grace. Whoa, save all, do what you can if you're able. Don't take for granted the present and the past. Do right, live for the ones you got left behind. Give what you've done, present and the past, future you can have. 'Cause Caroline will never know, Caroline will never know, Caroline never know about that. She will be missed. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I love
Nice.
that line.
Oh, thanks, man.
Don't forget don't take the past and shit. I'm losing it.
Something about
Something about the present and
past.
past for granted.
Oh, yeah,
The
for sure, man.
future you can have it.
Yeah,
I
man.
love that. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Like lyrically, this album. Actually, this is a good question I just thought of that Kamaya told me to ask.
Oh yeah, right.
She
on.
said, like, being such like a multi-instrumentalist, how does that affect your writing lyrically? Like, do you start ever with like a lyric idea, or are you pretty much mainly like
Yeah.
music? Like,
That's a
what's
great question.
Yeah,
Kamala. That is a really good question. It's different every time.
yeah,
You know, as a songwriter, there's no formula for me. I've tried different things, and I've learned that I can't force it. Sometimes I start with a cool music idea, or sometimes a melody comes into my head, and I start with the lyrics. So
yeah.
it's just different every time.
Would you say you have more like riffs or melodies like in your storage box?
Probably melodies, but only because they usually come when I'm driving, and you know
Oh,
how this
yeah.
goes. Voice memos, and you sing it.
Oh yeah.
And I guess the other way would have to be like I have my guitar and I do the same thing but play a riff. But no, I think probably melodies.
Yeah, that
than
would definitely
riffs,
makes
yeah.
sense, because you could even like just be like, oh, I got a sick guitar riff. You know, like,
I mean, I got riffs for days. Like that's one thing I feel pretty good at that I could make something up right now probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider it probably great, but
Is there an instrument that you're like, you personally feel like, cause dude, for anyone watching, like Chase was like, he could play everyone's part in Steady Common better than them. Like
No.
he's an amazing, absolutely amazing guitarist. That's where I first saw you singing, play guitar in Frequence way
Throwback.
back in the warehouse in Swayze's days.
miss those days, man.
And then I saw like this random video of you like killing it on drums, and I think you even like won a contest. Didn't you like won a drum set or
Yeah,
something,
I
right?
did. Yeah.
Yeah, like a Motion
Yeah,
City
the-
soundtrack
Yeah,
contest or
Motion City
something?
soundtrack. If anyone knows that band,
Which is like insane
one of our
drumming
favorite
too.
bands.
Like yeah.
yeah. Tony Thaxton's my man. He's great. I'm still convinced I won because he's a huge Star Wars nerd, and I had the most badass Star Wars poster hanging behind me. I think that's why I won.
He's like-
but hey, I'll take it.
He's like, I didn't really listen. It was on mute, but do this guy.
I'll take it. I actually met them not too long after that, and I had mentioned it to him. We got to meet them, and I told him about the contest. He was kind of sarcastic. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, sorry, I have no idea." So I'm like, maybe he wasn't even involved. They probably had like a team do it.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I mean, like when I saw that video, I was like, all right, I want this dude to play drums in my band. Like, I will do anything for that.
Anything.
I don't know how much I begged you. And
I don't
then,
think you had to really. I was
Really?
like, dude,
sick.
yeah, it was my first band. Well, not my first band.
I like playing drums. In.
first real original band to drum in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I picked the right instrument. If I was say guitar, you'd be like, I don't know. Nah.
No, yeah, that band is like, yeah, that's the instrument I want to play in
Yeah.
that band.
And dude, you play the keys too. So going back to the original question I was going to ask is, like between all of your instruments, I mean, you can do percussion, you can do everything. So between all of those, is there one you feel like you're like particularly better at?
Maybe, I don't know. It's different every day.
Yeah. Like, is there an instrument that you sit down and like go to pick up first? Like I mean, I guess a guitar would be a lot like the easiest
Yeah,
to
guitar.
do.
Yeah, probably
but,
guitar.
Yeah.
Only because it's accessible. I was
Yeah.
just having this conversation the other day, but yeah, I haven't had my drums accessible in a while. I mean, I can set them up in my house, but staying where they are would just kind of, it takes up space. And
Yeah.
it's-
They're
and I can't play as freely as I want just because it's a loud instrument.
right.
Everyone in the house is supportive of it, but I have to be
Yeah, yeah.
mindful still. It wasn't like when I lived at home in high school where it was in the basement, you know?
Yeah. You
Um,
could just go down anytime.
So yeah, I miss having that. And if I did, I would be playing drums a lot more, mainly to let out stress. Like, if I'm not going to lie. Guitar, I can't really do it. I can be like, I don't know.
Well, dude, I'll have to just book some steady comedy shows so you can relieve some stress.
Let's do it. I'm there.
Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Well, that is actually something I definitely want to make happen, but that's not why we're here. So we're here for Second Shadow. So you got another one you want to play for us?
Yes. Let me think what it is. I think I know what it is.
Heck yeah. Oh, what tuning are you going to? Nashville?
No. It's literally just a,
E.
I guess you could call it open E7, but I mean, it's just tuning the high E to a D.
Okay.
Strictly so
Dude.
I can get these like ringy chords.
Pretty.
Yeah.
I want to steal that, dude.
And I actually don't think I did this on the record. I think I kept it in E and I just didn't play it, but I was messing around. I was like, this is way easier, and and it sounds better. So 'cause
Nice.
I'm
That's
a-
very pretty.
yeah, I'm a whore for big open ringy goo goo dolls like
Yeah.
acoustic chords. It's like my favorite thing. So
Nice.
all right, yeah. So this song is let's see, called "The Wasteland." It's about the apocalypse.
E.
outlet? Have they all moved on? Are they dead and gone? Nothing left to see. Quiet as can be. Hello to the sun, goodbye to the full moon. Let's keep on the run, the night will return soon. The scavengers prey upon hesitation. Believe there's a sign of civilization. With fear that the end was near. Yes, it's true, I was as scared as you. But don't you fret, please don't forget, you're not alone on this desert road. Nothing left to see. Quiet as can be. Hello to the sun, goodbye to the full moon. Keep on the run, the night will return soon. The scavengers prey upon hesitation. Believe there's a sign of civilization. Wasn't easy, but you found me such good faith. And you thought I was leaving. Now you know I would never play that game. I hope it's the same for you. Your dreams will turn to truth. Believe in love, the things you do with honesty. Strength, you will survive. If this is life and life is kind to those who try to do what's right, then let's unite. At me you can confide. Now is the time. The big build up. Hello to the sun, goodbye to the full moon. Let's keep on the run, the night will return soon. The scavengers prey upon hesitation. Believe there's a sign of civilization. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I was like so tempted to do like the callbacks, like the
yeah. I was like, it sounds empty. It sounds empty.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah. I was actually wondering if you were gonna like do it, but perfect like that. Yeah, it would have been a lot, I think. But yeah, I really like that song. That song on the album sounds great.
Thank you.
Oh, we have a question actually from a buddy of both of ours over here, Ryan Sterrett. Shout out, what's up?
What's up, Ryan? Thanks for watching, dude.
Heck yeah. So how do you decide which melodies you incorporate into your solo songs versus other bands?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. I need to ask you that question because I know we deal with the same thing, but like, I think I think there's. I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a little bit of like selfishness. Be like, oh, that one's mine. Or there's a little bit of that, but there's also like, oh, this one just feels like it would work better with Steady Common or with Hearsay or whatever, you know. I think that's mainly it. Or if I just start writing and it just starts getting developed and, you know, my sound, like you said, when people listen to the album is like really big and like a lot of reverb and echo and delay. Like I can't live without it, except right now. But so if I just start messing around and it like already has that sound and I'm like naturally like, let me put some delay and do that, I'm already like, well, it's probably a Second Shadow song.
Okay.
Not to, I mean, I hate to like say it can't be another band, but most, you know, each band has a certain sound. Second Shadow's my one thing that, even though it does have that sound, I don't want it to be limiting. So like, I kind of want it to be like Radiohead in a sense, where any genre can go.
Yeah, it's like genreless.
Yeah,
but it all
genreless.
kind of fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels weird to be like that, but at the same time, I know there's going to be one day where I write a cool song and I don't want to be like, well, I can't do it because it doesn't sound like, you know,
Yeah,
delay and reverbs. I still want to put it under that name instead of like, let me do another name for another project for that genre, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, if I usually when I'm writing, if I start coming with that, you know, sound for any certain band, then I'll be like, this is probably the band, I guess.
Do you sit down and like write for a sound, or just kind of write whatever you're feeling, what's coming to the head?
Right? Yeah, I don't. I mean, right now I'm working on another album for this, so like for Second Shadow, so I am writing for that, but I try not to force it again.
Yeah.
If something came out and I was like, this could be a Steady Common thing, I would throw it your way. It just hasn't happened because I don't write the lyrics and stuff in that band. So, but if I come up with a cool beat,
you could throw me some ideas.
yeah. That's a great question though. But yeah, that's how I think that's probably how it goes.
Yeah, I think so. I definitely feel the same way, where I can, like, if it's like something I'm like, oh man, this is so good, I'm like really wanting to keep it for myself, you know. I definitely feel that. But yeah, I definitely am kind of like in that mode now where I'm not doing as much, so I'm like,
Yeah.
kind of like, hey, it might be just one to write songs for other people now. I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, there's things too where like there was some stuff with the Hearsay or maybe Steady Common. I don't know if I know we probably did it, maybe not with me, but with other members. But I, you know, make demos all the time, like you probably do too. And I never intended it I didn't know what I intended it for. I just made it. And then some of the guys hear it and they're like, oh, we want to use that. And so it does become a song for that band. So there is some stuff I make where it's like never really intended for anything. It's just like, I got to get this out.
Yeah.
You know?
And then those might end up being your favorite songs, you know? So yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I love the process of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's always different. And
Yeah.
for each person it is too.
Yeah, that's the best part.
It's always cool writing with a new person. You're like, you never know what to expect going into it. Sometimes it
Box of
works
chocolates.
great, sometimes not so much.
Sometimes not so much.
But yeah, you got another for us?
Yeah. Let me just tune again. Now we're gonna drop the E down to a B.
Oh, what is this tuning called?
It's just something I did.
Are you literally finding these out on your own, or
So,
are they like, like we're inspired by another band doing this or another song?
This one I'm pretty happy about. I didn't actually find it from anyone. I just was messing around and just decided to do it. It was probably like Goo Goo Dolls inspired, maybe, because it's the last two strings are the same. So it's definitely inspired, but I haven't heard it in any other song. So part of me's like, it's mine, even though I'm sure someone's done it, you know. But that's how I feel. Like I'm like, oh, I didn't like it. It's my baby because I didn't get it from anywhere. But yeah, it's inspired by like having all the strings the same exact note, so it just sounds a little more like bigger, basically. Yeah. So I love it. The last two songs are in this tuning, so
Nice.
yeah. Let's do let me do Once Upon a Time. Yeah. It's up to me to make this life the best that it can be. Choices that I make to it all become eventually. I can't tell you how this crazy life of mine began. I can't tell you how it all started up way back when they told me what my name was. I wrote it down in pen, but that was 20 years ago, where my story all began. Once upon a time, painted up the sky. Here I am alive, painted till I die. Years pass by and stories still unfold along the way. Every golden memory will know exactly where to stay. Friends will come and go, and I will hope they stay the same, the way we were when we were kids. Now that everything has changed, once upon a time, painted up the sky. Here I am alive, painted till I die. Working hard to have my stars align, make my talent stand the test of time. Never going down without a fight. Once upon a time, painted up the sky. Here I am alive, painted till I die. Once upon a time, I painted up the sky. Here I am alive, painted till I die. There we go. Thanks.
Dude.
I cannot decide singing these songs up or down.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I had it down, and I was gonna sing everything down. and I was like,
yeah,
crap,
that's
this is way
pretty
too
low.
Yeah.
That's legit. Dude, we had Captain Black Sparrow. Do you happen to know who that is? Captain Black Sparrow?
Yeah, Captain Black Sparrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds like
It's
my
somebody.
soulmate in another life.
Well, he said, obviously, you use the pretty sick ones for his bands, and you use the super sick ones for your solo projects.
Oh yeah, I guess he's talking about the melodies.
Yeah. In regard to the
yeah,
melodies.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, big compliment there, dude.
I didn't know if, well, that could be, what if that's like a, who knows who that is. So
Yeah, he's probably fucking with you.
It could be like, you save all the good ones.
I
for
think,
yourself.
I think they're pretty serious.
Yeah, they're like, hey, thanks. First time I've really listened to your solo project, and why don't you bring that to the table?
I can't. Oh, man.
It's like, I gotta save some for myself,
Yeah, for sure.
aka the best ones.
Oh, that's funny.
How many do you have left? One, two,
I think one, yeah.
one more.
one, yeah.
Oh,
Uno mas.
shoot. So yeah, after this we'll do the ditty drop, and we'll just kind of drop the ditties and talk. Heck yeah.
Sweet.
Put like that.
Can't wait. I can't wait for that.
Heck yeah, man. Pick your brain about musics.
Yeah, I'm super pumped.
Man, we used to have some good hour-long talks out on the driveway after band practice.
Oh yeah. Stick
How-
around, guys. This will be 4 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It'll just be a very
4 hours.
cynical look on the music industry.
Yeah, don't stick around. I mean,
Get out while you still can.
Has it gotten better for you?
I'm a cynical dude.
Yeah,
What can
I
I
know.
say? Sorry, just about things. But I'm also a positive Patty too. Sometimes I try to be. No, it's gotten better. It is what it is.
It is that
It changes.
it
It's
is-
changing all the time.
Yeah.
That's there's pros and cons.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll finish us out here.
Heck
This
yeah.
is called Oblivious. This is the newest song I did.
Nice. You did this like 2021?
Yeah, it's a few years ago.
Dang, yeah, that is a
I-
few years ago now.
This is one I'm probably gonna pull I have been thinking about pulling a George Lucas on.
Oh, really?
Well, because I really want it on the next album, but I only released it because I got tied up in speaking of the music industry, that whole like, oh, and haven't done anything in a while. Let me put out a single or something.
Yeah.
And then I did, and nothing happened for 2 years because I didn't have anything planned after that. And I'm just such an album guy, so I just would rather be
Yeah.
like, here's the album. But I did it anyways, and there's some lyrics I think I might want to change and stuff.
Oh, really?
And I feel weird about like the recording quality probably not going to be matching what this next one's going to be. So I feel like I probably just need to redo it. It is what it is.
Yeah. It's the album version.
Sure. I mean, maybe I should do that. Or I don't know. Anyway, so this is that song. All right, here we go. Oblivious. Is there nothing left for taking? We want it all, we want it now. Destroy the things that we're creating. You build them up to burn them down. Authenticity's missing. We live on screens and perfect squares. Be the girl and want to listen. You put a face on like you care. We are politicians. We make all decisions that we don't care. We are politicians caught up in our love affairs. Cause we're not billionaires. Do what's best for you. We swear we do. Feel the need to entertain it. You gotta fit in with the trend. We're programmed not to break the habit. Are we stuck until the end? We are politicians. We make all decisions that we don't care. We politicians are caught up in our love affairs. Promise we're not millionaires. Do what's best for you, we swear we do. Calm down, breathe out, save us while we can. Well, we save us while we can. Breathe in, breathe out, calm down and save us while we can. Well, we save us while we can. We are politicians. We make all decisions and we don't care. We are politicians caught up in our love affairs. Promise we're not millionaires. Do what's best for you, we swear we do. We do what's best for you, we swear we do. We do what's best for you, we swear we do. We do what's best for you, we swear we do. Do what's best for you, swear we do.
Heck yeah,
That was
dude.
fun, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Hope you had a good time, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Heck yeah, dude.
Fun to play these songs like this and try them in different keys and challenge myself and
Heck yeah.
see what works and what doesn't. So yeah, thank you.
Man, so happy to have you. For anyone watching, if you want to just stick around, we're going to do a quick reset. We're going to do the ditty drop. Drop some ditties and talk about just some song or music, or talk about some life and talk about some food. Whatever you want to talk about.
It's true. Just
feel
post
like
it in the questions and we'll talk
We're
about
going
it.
to talk about space, aliens, and the shitty music industry. Keep it on theme. We'll be right back.
Yeah, the screen's good. It's making sure all the mics are off. Once all the mics are off, we can start moving stuff around.
Are they off? Thank you guys.
Just so for JC Kyle, I'm just gonna let y'all take care of your mics.
Yeah,
as far as, like,
make sure
stuff,
keeping them
I'll
off.
make sure that we
Got it. Yeah, my bad.
So this is gonna be there. And you know what, Chase, we're just gonna give you a mic.
Yeah,
you're
dude,
using,
whatever
and then we'll do it that way, if that's okay.
Like to hold it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn, will that be okay?
What's up?
We just give him the mic that he was performing with.
Yeah.
To just use for the drop.
That's fine.
Sweet. Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
Dude, sick show, man. Sick show.
Thank
yeah,
you. Thank you.
we
It's
did
fun.
we did borrow a lot of this stuff, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
lots of
amazing.
awesome friends
I
doing
love it.
favors.
Good.
But yeah, man. How you feel? You said you were sweating.
Yeah. I'm good now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's good. How you doing?
I'm good. That was an awesome show, man.
Thank
It was
you.
fun. It was fun. It was cool listening to those songs all week and then hearing them like this.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely hope like my mom and dad who watched. I was kidding. No, I definitely hope like anyone who watched goes and listens to like the album version. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
sick.
I hope so. Yeah. It's on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff.
And so is like the next one still like in the space theme? Are you kind of like sticking with the
No.
no?
Well, you mean
What, like,
sonically or like
yeah?
lyrically?
Well, no.
or
I mean, there was a lot of like just
Lyrical?
yeah, just themes.
Just felt like space.
It's felt like I was in space the whole time.
That's good,
I
man.
don't
That
know.
was
Yeah.
kind of it's good to know that translated.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like we were talking about earlier, anything could happen. I'm not one way or the other.
Yeah.
I'm just in the writing process, and I will say lyrically, these songs are going to be like the most personal of anything I've ever done.
Awesome.
Which being around my friends like you and other songwriters that write songs, I know a lot of them probably do write personal stuff. And I had a few on the first album like that, but so this is like a big step for me. It's like different for me.
Like
It's
opening up and pouring out.
It's hard. Yeah. I'm like, do I want people to know this? Or
Yeah.
like, but it's like, I have to get it out.
Heck
I have to
yeah.
put it in that musical form. So when I'm feeling that emotion, I can just listen to it.
Are they like-
cause I'm making it for myself. Like,
Hmm?
So
Are they like about becoming a dad and raising a daughter?
yeah,
Like-
that's part of it.
Yeah,
It's-
cool.
yeah. It's like essentially quarter life crisis. Honestly, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, so it's gonna,
Relatable.
yeah, it's gonna be the heaviest album. Oh my god, I forgot about that picture.
Right, dude.
I don't know if anyone could see that.
No. Here, I'll-
I just looked over and yeah, I totally got it.
Shout out to Amanda. I'll have to send this link to her.
That's
Shout out
funny.
to Amanda. This is the Can't Breathe cover art. Oh yeah.
That's funny. It's funny you said cover art because for me, I thought the music video.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
think of it as
yeah.
a cover art. It's like the first thing in the music video, but
Yeah, before you see Richard.
it's just I didn't expect to come over and see that, and you have it so elegantly on display, which is great. I love it.
Heck yeah, it was really there to cover up the cord.
Well, it
But
did. It served multiple purposes.
Heck yeah. Just a piece of art, man.
Yeah. But sorry to get back on topic. Yeah, it's just more personal songs, so it's a little
Yeah.
hard for me, and it feels weird because I've never done that to this extent before. But we're gonna go with it because I feel like I just got to get it off my chest.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Like, you think
Yeah.
it's going to be another, like, 17-song album?
I don't know how many songs, but I don't know.
The instrumentals on the Waiting,
Yeah.
were those, like... I don't want to say this because I don't want it to sound like it sounds, because it's not that. Because I think some of the instrumentals are some of my favorite songs on the album, so they're not fillers. But did you write those, like, to fill time, or were those, like,
No.
these just belong?
Yeah, it just happened.
Like, kind of met... Like,
I've never written anything to fill time. Like I don't
Yeah.
believe in that.
hell
I mean, if
yeah.
you do it,
Well,
that's
I mean,
fine.
Yeah.
I'm not against anyone who does.
That's why I said I didn't want to ask that.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I just I didn't sit down and be like, this album needs to be an hour and whatever.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
it is what it is, and it
Yeah.
ended up being like an hour and like I don't know, however long. So I don't blame anyone if they don't want to sit through it. But it's heavily inspired by Pink Floyd and stuff like that. And those
Yeah.
records are meant to be listened to from front to back.
Okay.
That's the point of it. So if you just only listen to a select song or two, that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
No,
But it might be weird when you start it and it starts like abruptly. But that's the
Yeah.
intention because it is flowing from a previous song. I
That's
just like
interesting because that's
Yeah.
like the three like biggest influences I hear on the album. Yeah, Pink Floyd, Angels and Airwaves and maybe like the Decemberists in a weird way.
That's great because that's kind of I mean,
And all three of those are like very much like sit down, listen to the album front to back, very
thank you. Yeah.
like long
Yeah. It's funny I didn't get into
vision.
I didn't
kind
get
of-
deep into the Decemberists until after that record, probably.
Really? Okay.
So I guess they weren't influenced, but it's cool to hear you say that. Looking
Yeah.
back on it, I agree.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now.
I mean,
listening to them,
obviously, like
but-
sound wise, it's very different, but just
Right.
yeah, like how they stick to a theme
Yeah.
like throughout, and
Yeah.
then I mean, there's even some like melodies if you like took it and spun it in their version, like it would work very well, I think.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
cool.
cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate
dude.
it.
So like not to get away from your music, but like the whole like the main point of this is to basically like kind of get to know you more as a person, like outside of your music. So
Yeah.
I know like you got your like soundbite hat on.
Oh yeah.
You do like mixed sound in movies and
Yeah.
like super busy dude. What is like your favorite thing outside of music? Like that kind of gets that same feeling that music gives you.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, it has to be movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You probably already knew that, but
Oh yeah.
I'm a big like actions speak louder than words kind of person, and I feel like my actions would not say that at all now if somebody because it'd be like, what's the last thing you watched? Oh, I haven't seen anything in so long.
Well,
Like
what
I-
you have seen.
So it's like, do you like movies? It's like, yes, I do, but I like just never have to. It's a hard commitment sometimes. The type of movies I like are usually going to be 2 hours or more, and I just
Right.
don't have that time
Have you
often.
seen the teaser for what is it, Killers of the Flower Moon or something like that? Martin
don't think so.
Scorsese's new movie that's going to be like 3.5 hours or something.
No, see, that's exactly the problem. And when I do have the time, I can't wait. And I feel like I'm going to be more one of those guys that like just at some point just going to block out a weekend and be like, I'm just going to watch movies literally
Yeah.
all weekend.
What's the last movie you went to the theater for?
The new Jurassic Park, I think,
Okay.
which isn't that old, like last year
Yeah.
probably. But that's only because like our good friend Ryan, you know, he sees movies all the time, and he just had, I think he rented a theater for something he invited me basically, but I wouldn't have gone out of my way otherwise. I would love to. I would love to go see more. I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I hate saying that because it sounds like I'm not trying to sound pretentious, but I literally just like,
You're a busy dude.
yeah, it's hard. And you probably have felt this too, with movies or anything, but when there's something you want to do, but you finally have the time, and then you're like, I don't feel like doing that.
Dude. Oh
And it
my
happens all the
God.
time,
Yeah.
especially when, when the grandparents take Novi and you kind of are left with like, what do I do now? Kind of feeling sometimes,
Yeah.
Even though you're like, oh, I've been wanting time to do this, and then you get it and it's like, I don't feel like doing that. Like, I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Yeah.
But one thing I did go hard on was Better Call Saul. That
my
I had,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the one
Yeah.
thing. It came. The ending season came to Netflix in April. That was the one thing where I was like, I will finish that.
Dude, one of the best endings ever,
so
man.
good.
It was so
Yeah.
good.
But that was easier for me to commit because I knew I had already seen. I only had like 9 episodes left. So I knew I could I could bang 1 or 2 out every night.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't feel like even 2 episodes of that is less than 2 hours. So still less than one of the movies I probably would watch.
Do you think it is better than Breaking Bad?
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen. I realized I haven't seen Breaking Bad minus bits and pieces here and there. I haven't seen it since it aired.
Oh, okay.
Because we
okay.
got to live through that period of it. I
Yeah.
remember being like,
Oh,
wait till
I
next
think we watched the finale at Ryan's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you there for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah. So watching Better Call Saul, I was like, man, if I wish I had watched Breaking Bad because there was a lot of nods and references that it would have made it even better had I rewatched that show. But again, time, it's like, yeah, I don't have time to rewatch that. But one day I do want to rewatch the entire show.
Dude, it's one of the I've seen it 3 times all the way through now. It's just
You
better
think it's
and
better?
better every time.
You think it's better than Saul, or
Well, I have only seen that one time all the way through, but no, I don't know. I think they're both like,
hard to top?
yeah, I would say they're both easily two of the best series of television like ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would too. so.
Dude, yeah, I went into Better Call Saul kind of like with like one of
Right.
those, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, man, like really quickly it got me. Like by the second season, I was like, dude, this is pretty good. And I think it was like the fourth season when he like is like finally, you know, Saul Goodman. Dude, the ending of that season was like, oh, cannot wait for the rest of this. But yeah,
Yeah, so it's
So
that's
good.
awesome.
And
But
it
yeah,
was-
so
I think what that show also kind of benefited from was having Breaking Bad, which is a weird thing because usually like nothing benefits from like what it's, you know, based off, or not like sequeling in a weird way or prequeling, but like yeah, like I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, like
they're both
it
great.
is just such a good show.
Yeah. But yeah, so to answer your question, that movies is like
Oh, it benefited from having like the cameos in the last season because it
Oh,
was
yeah.
like really cool to see like
yeah.
him like catch up to the point that, you know,
Yeah.
Breaking Bad started. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
spoilers.
Yeah, sorry, spoilers. I just didn't know you were getting that. But yeah, movies is I'm trying to think if there's anything else, man.
Dude, have you seen Barry?
It's on my list, dude.
Dude, that
On the list.
it's on the last season. I think there's 2 episodes left.
Yep.
And it is an insane show. My girlfriend literally was like three episodes into this last season was like, I can't watch the rest of this. It is giving me like it's just too much for her to handle. So now I'm just like recapping each episode verbally to her. But yeah, it's like that good of a show. Like to where like you really are like so invested into each character, and just everything they do is the exact opposite of what you want them to do. But it's like done in like a funny way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a really good show. It's way more than just like a funny show.
Good.
It's intense.
Good. Yeah. That's
it's
I'll
wild.
put that at the I think that's when it comes to shows, I think that's probably top
That
of the
should
list
be your
to
next one.
watch.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Well,
the
it's
one.
easy to because there's only 30-minute episodes.
And it's
So,
only like 4 seasons, right?
yeah, and
I can do that.
It's 8 minutes or 8 episodes a season, so that's literally what, like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot less than
Math.
Lost. A lot less than Lost, and I did Lost.
Yeah.
So I'll make it.
4 hours a season. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I personally like and wish there were more episodes with just like 30-minute episodes. I
Yeah.
can't really get into a new series that's an hour long. Like
It's hard.
I didn't watch Last of Us
Yeah.
because like I mean the first episode is a whole movie, and like,
Oh,
literally
yeah.
the length of a movie.
Yeah.
And like I think I actually did watch that first episode and just it was really good. Like a time thing kind of, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, the 30-minute thing definitely, like being someone who's busy, it definitely is a nice persuading. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's only 30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Do
I
you
totally
think-
get it.
Do you think you would this is a Kamaya question by the way. Do you think you would get along with aliens?
That is the weirdest question I've ever got. I do not. God, I can't sing about space without just like. I don't know. Sure. I hope so. I hope they're cool.
Yeah.
But if they're not cool and they want to do stuff to me that I don't like, then I won't get along. I hope so. Sure, I get
Yeah,
along with them.
maybe you're the guy that like brings peace between us.
Maybe we are
Yeah.
the aliens.
I think that a lot. Yeah.
I'm
What do you actually? Yeah, let's get down to that. What do you think? I mean, I know you probably have like a million thoughts, but
yeah, I do have a million thoughts. I'm not like, oh, it's this.
yeah,
it's not
that's
black
how
and
I
white to
am,
me.
yeah.
Well, what do I think about what?
Aliens, like, what's your
Oh.
main? Do you think like most likely we are the aliens, or do you think they came a long time ago?
Well, when you say
we
we are the
still haven't
aliens, it's
discovered
like
them.
We're all aliens to the other
aliens
person.
To the other person.
Yeah, so it's like,
Do you think we're the invading ones, the planet destroyers?
The way society's going, maybe a little bit. I don't know. But I don't follow that stuff like super strongly.
Yeah.
Because I know, I've heard, I mean, I know there's been evidence that's like it's 100%. But even before all that, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know what I believe. I'm not going to tell you.
Just
it's
very
like,
open.
Yeah, I'm very open. I'm not like, oh, it's little green dudes or oh, it's little gray dudes. Or, it could be anything. It could be literally like a human. Humans
it could be green
somewhere else.
Dudes and gray dudes.
Yeah.
2 different aliens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very open-minded. It could be anything, but
What about you guys? Do y'all have anything y'all want to add on the alien talk?
I don't know about aliens specifically, but just out of curiosity, your most recent, I guess, album or like bigger project, how long do you think it takes you on average to complete an entire like album or body of work? Do you give yourself a time limit, or do you just kind of go into it and when you finish it, you finish it?
Oh, that's a good question. That first one was definitely, there was no time limit. Actually there was, we kind of talked, I don't know if this was on camera or not, but we kind of talked that it was pretty much a decade worth, right?
Dang.
But that's on and off, right? Because we're all so busy with stuff. So that's like, let me do a little here and a little there, which I don't know if I like. I feel like I would do better like just blocking out time
like
and going like 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes I deter myself from doing something because I'm like, I only have a 2-hour gap. I don't want to sit down and get into something and then I can't like finish it,
Right.
But near the end though, I definitely did. I was like, dude, I gotta stop being a perfectionist and just get this thing out. So I did put a deadline at the end. In 2017 when it came out. It came out in December. I think it came out on Christmas Day. And I definitely said, I was like, dude, it'd been so many years. I'm like, this is it. I struggle with like being a perfectionist. So that was part of just trying to help cope with just be like, that's the date, dude. And I think with Spotify and stuff now, it kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but I think there was a way where I had to set the date and it was kind of like, okay, that like I had to deliver basically.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was nothing going to happen if I didn't. It's all in my own head. No one's going to be like, why didn't you? But I started posting things on social media and saying, this is the day. And again, whether people were holding me to it or not, they probably weren't because not a lot of people are following me. But like in my own head, it helped me be like, I already put this out there. So like,
yeah, you kind of have to apply your own pressure.
Yeah. Like I don't want to be someone who like doesn't deliver what I said I was going to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gave a deadline there at the end.
Yeah. It definitely makes you get it done, whether you even feel like you're done with it or not. I think that's the hardest thing with music is
it is to me so hard
figuring out when you're done with it.
Yeah, but I plan to do that with the next one. I think only once I get in the groove. I don't know how this next one's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be like the last one where I do a little bit here and there, or if I literally like just book like several weekends and be like, this is it.
Yeah,
I haven't decided yet, but I do want it to be as good as it can be. So like. In that regard, I won't put a deadline, but I also will if it starts getting out of hand. Like, all right, come on.
Like 10 years later.
Yeah. 10 years later, here's the next one.
Hey, as long as there's a next one, though, right?
That's true. I mean, It is what it is. I would love for them to be like 2 years, 1 year apart, but like, I just cannot. I cannot physically do it. We all could if we had the time,
Yeah.
If we were able to be like, hey, I'm doing this album for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I would be able to have a deadline and be like, that's it. But anyways, I hope that answered the question.
No, yeah, it did,
Thanks.
for sure.
That's a good question. Yeah.
We are like winding down, I believe. If there's anyone else watching that has a question, feel free to pop it in the chat. We'll ask Chase real quick. But dude, this has been like so much fun.
It really has. I really appreciate it. I've been looking forward to it for so long.
Yeah, we're glad you finally made it.
Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are killing it.
Dude, thanks, man.
They've been doing it here in this location since January, February.
Yeah.
And it's much better than where it used to be. I think, as
Heck
someone
yeah.
who watched and got to come do it. And point is, I was supposed to play in January, and if
Glad it got canceled.
yeah, I'm glad I finally was able to do it. I can't remember why it got canceled. I don't know.
Oh well, that was a them thing, I'd say.
Oh yeah,
They'd
But,
say it's an us thing, but we say it's a them thing.
hey, it's like the aliens.
Hey,
They're
Yeah.
aliens to you. We're aliens to them.
just as long as the aliens don't come into the world you've been building for the last 4 months and want to turn it completely different.
Oh man.
That's what happened. But we're in a better place, I think, for sure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Definitely like want to get you back on if you're down. Well, you'll be back in like 4 weeks pretty much.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah. Back
but
with
yeah.
the hearsay. Our first full band on the show.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun,
Yeah.
guys.
Make sure y'all tune in. We're gonna have our first full band.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. Heck yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
I'll be on a cruise for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, Justin's going on
Dude.
a cruise, so
Yeah.
That's amazing.
wish him luck on the
2
actual
weeks?
high seas.
Well,
Almost. 2
kind of. It's a week. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going on the real
It's like-
stream boat.
I'll be there from Saturday to Saturday. It's an 8-day thing.
Yeah.
8-day
That's
cruise.
fun, dude.
Yeah, next 2 weeks we will not be meeting, unfortunately, but
Wow.
after that we are back on.
Yeah, and
That's good.
dude,
hey.
you're basically the last show of this season. If we
Alright.
have
You're
the
seasons, you're
finale,
the
Chase.
final. You're the
On
finale.
the season finale.
Heck yeah.
That's great.
Heck yeah.
I'll take it. But yeah,
Gotta
I'd
go
love
out with
to
the
come back.
banger. Dude,
Dude.
yeah, heck yeah, man. Well, thanks, dude. Like, thanks
Thank
again,
you.
man. Like, definitely gonna get you back.
Thanks.
Anyone who is watching, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Y'all are
everybody
awesome.
tuning in.
Hope you enjoyed. Please go check out Second Shadow's album on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music. I'm sure it's on there. It is a super sick, very big, spacey, ambient album. Check it out. Very much unlike what you just heard. This like the very unplugged version you got today. It was sick. But thank you so much. This is a Ditty Deep Dive, the live stream where we bring on an artist and dive deep into their ditties. Hope you had a good time. I'm your host Justin. Let's give it up one last time to Glenn Son.
Yo,
Let's give it up
appreciate y'all.
to Kyle.
Shout out Kyle. He had to leave early, but we love you, Kyle.
Love you, Kyle. And shout out to Jason. Dang, Jason holding down the fort
Jason
back
holding
there.
it down.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Peace out.
you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. And thank you. This is the Streamboat. Diving off. Taking the plunge.
There you go. You gotta.
Yeah.
You got your whole other thing reversed. You gotta come up with
Yeah.
the outro line.
Dude, there was something we said last week, and I can't.